Imagine a 16th century map that depicts coastlines supposedly undiscovered until centuries later, including an ice-free Antarctica? How could such a document possibly exist? This is the perplexing enigma of the Piri Reis Map, an artifact that continues to challenge our fundamental understanding of ancient cartography and the very timeline of global exploration. Welcome to Echoes of Time, your portal to the forgotten pages of history, where we reveal the secrets that lie under the dust of centuries and tell the stories that never made it into the history books. From lost civilizations and unsolved enigmas to unknown heroes, we delve into the past to better understand the present. Join us on a journey through the ages, where every discovery is an echo of humanity's great history. Today, we journey back to 1513, to the heart of the Ottoman Empire, to unravel one of history's most forbidden secrets, a cartographic masterpiece that defies the known limits of its own era. Crafted in that pivotal year by the renowned Ottoman Admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, this extraordinary world map presents a startling anomaly. On its aged parchment, we find remarkably accurate depictions of the South American and African coastlines, a testament to the cartographic advancements of its time. Yet, nestled among these familiar forms lies a mysterious southern landmass, eerily similar to Antarctica. This is where the ordinary gives way to the utterly bewildering. What truly confounds scholars and historians alike is the apparent detail of this landmass, seemingly shown without its extensive ice cap, a geological feature that was only definitively discovered and thoroughly charted millennia later in the 18th and 19th centuries. The implications are profound, suggesting an advanced geographical knowledge that predates known exploration by centuries. We are left to wonder about its true origins and the sophisticated sources Piri Reis himself consulted. Could ancient mariners have charted continents we believe were unknown to them? The Piri Reis Map, with its impossible features, has ignited furious debates among historians, cartographers, and even archaeologists. It stands as a monumental challenge to conventional historical timelines, forcing us to reconsider the narrative of human discovery and technological progression. The questions it raises are not minor academic quibbles, but fundamental inquiries into the capabilities of ancient societies and the potential gaps in our historical record. The very existence of such an artifact compels us to explore possibilities far beyond the conventional understanding of global exploration. One prominent perspective, held by skeptics, proposes a more grounded explanation for the map's puzzling features. They argue that the Antarctic landmass is merely a speculative southern continent, a common cartographic trope of the era. Many 16th century maps depicted a large landmass in the south, often labeled Terra Australis Incognita, a hypothetical continent proposed to balance the northern landmasses. This was a theoretical construct, not based on direct observation. Skeptics suggest that any apparent accuracy in the Piri Reis map is purely coincidental, or perhaps a severe distortion of the South American coastline due to the projection methods available at the time. Cartographers of the period wrestled with the challenges of representing a spherical Earth on a flat surface, and distortions were inevitable, especially at the edges of known territories. They contend that Piri Reis likely compiled his map using various existing sources, some perhaps vague or incomplete ancient documents, alongside contemporary charts. In this view, the map, while intriguing, does not necessitate a radical reinterpretation of history. It is a product of its time, incorporating both known geography and theoretical speculation, with any uncanny resemblances to Antarctica being a chance occurrence rather than evidence of advanced lost knowledge. The scientific method demands rigorous proof, and for many, the evidence falls short of conclusively proving an ice-free Antarctica was charted by pre-modern explorers. However, proponents of more extraordinary theories offer a vastly different interpretation. They suggest that Piri Reis might have accessed ancient maps from highly advanced, lost civilizations. These civilizations, perhaps existing thousands of years ago, possessed sophisticated geographical knowledge and cartographic techniques that have since been lost to time and forgotten by mainstream history. This idea posits that the map is not a creation of the 16th century alone, but a compilation of much older knowledge. The tantalizing detail of an ice-free Antarctica is central to this argument. If parts of Antarctica were indeed ice-free thousands of years ago, as geological and climatological studies sometimes suggest for certain periods, then such a depiction on an ancient map would be nothing short of revolutionary.
It would imply that civilizations existed capable of exploring and accurately charting a continent under conditions radically different from those of the Piri Reis era. This challenges the very notion of lost civilizations, suggesting they may have achieved levels of understanding we are only just beginning to grasp. The thought of a global network of ancient cartographers mapping the world with precision long before the age of sail is a captivating and transformative idea. A third perspective posits that the map is a compilation of much older charts, potentially passed down through forgotten seafaring traditions. This view suggests a continuous chain of knowledge meticulously preserved and transmitted across generations of mariners and scholars, perhaps surviving various cataclysms or societal collapses that erased other forms of historical record.
This knowledge, originating from a pre-cataclysmic era, could have been incorporated by Piri Reis into his own work. Imagine ancient mariners, perhaps from a global seafaring culture, meticulously charting the world's coastlines at a time when geographical conditions, including the extent of polar ice caps, were vastly different. This accumulated knowledge, fragmented and perhaps imperfectly understood by those who later inherited it, could have formed the basis of the Piri Reis Map's more enigmatic elements. Such a possibility hints at a hidden layer of human history, a grand narrative of exploration and discovery that predates our recorded chronicles, preserving geographical knowledge from a time when the world truly looked different. Could it be proof of an incredibly sophisticated, forgotten global cartography that existed long before our recorded history, a network of knowledge that simply bypassed the standard channels of historical documentation? The academic discourse surrounding the Piri Reis Map is a microcosm of the larger debate between conventional historical narratives and more adventurous interpretations of the past. Scholars meticulously dissect every line and symbol on the map, employing modern cartographic analysis, historical linguistics, and geographical reconstruction techniques. They scrutinize the map's projection, its use of grids, and the potential influences of various historical traditions. The challenge lies in reconciling the map's undeniable accuracy in some areas with its bewildering anomalies in others. How can a document be so precise for known regions, yet so seemingly impossible for uncharted ones? This paradox fuels the ongoing investigation, pushing the boundaries of historical and geographical research. Each theory, whether conservative or radical, forces us to question the completeness of our historical understanding and the extent of human achievement in antiquity. The Piri Reis Map is not just an old piece of parchment, it is a historical puzzle, a cartographic riddle that beckons us to look deeper into the shadows of the past. Join us as we continue to meticulously dissect the Piri Reis Map, exploring its perplexing details and weighing the most compelling arguments surrounding one of history's most forbidden secrets. What truths lie hidden within its ancient lines, waiting to be rediscovered? And what might these truths reveal about the true echoes of our human story?